All right, hello everybody. So we're going to discuss a little interesting metaphor about your client's issue and how they see it. We're going to use the example of a sweater for this metaphor. So they're wearing a sweater, and the sweater is their issue as they see it. And as we all know, that what the client thinks is a problem is never the actual problem. So what we want to do is just investigate, keep it simple. And the first thing we ask is, and use this, like I said before, as a benchmark for all your clients starting off when you're trying to help them with their psychological roadblocks, is what's the problem? So you ask them, what's the problem? And they're explaining, oh, this sweater is my problem. And so we're investigating. You can't fix an issue until you can't get to the real issue until you understand the issue as the client sees it. So they're discussing the sweater. And you're investigating. You're just simply asking questions. You're just being curious. You're looking at the front of the sweater. You're looking at the back, the sleeves, the stitching, and eventually you're going to find little threads. And what happens when you see that thread as the new place to investigate? So as you start pulling out that thread and getting more information, what happens? The sweater starts to disappear. It starts to dissolve, and so you may get a little ways with that thread. You may not. If you get stuck, you come back and you investigate some more. Maybe you find some more threads, you pull on those, and the sweater is slowly starting to disappear. It may stop, and what's called get stuck as like a knot. And these knots are other little issues along the way. That's why conversational hypnosis is so powerful, is that you can do multiple sessions within one session because of its efficiency in finding other roadblocks as we're trying to fix their roadblocks. You're finding other little things that are gumming up the work. So as you're untying these knots and then pushing on, you're pulling out more threads. The sweater slowly and eventually it's disappearing, and it's eventually going to be gone. So, and then as these aha moments come up for the clients, the faster it goes. So before you know it, the client realizes that they have choice. They are no longer stuck in where they are. They realize that they have choice in their actions and their behaviors and what they need to do to reach their goals. And this is why conversational hypnosis help people reach their goals so much faster. Because our conscious minds get so distracted with other things that are keeping us from reaching our goals and keeping us distracted from what we really need to do, or how we're going to really get in there and fix our issues. But once a client, and they seem interesting to us all and to your clients, that all these other little distractions are more important than what they need to really do to reach their goals. But once they get a hold of that storyline and as you're pulling those threads out, and they're finding out, these aha moments are coming up, and they're really learning about themselves internally, that their own story becomes much more interesting to them, and that helps create a much faster process for them to heal.